Stevie, you don't know what you missed out on, mate. Pippa, she's gonna kill me.
Go to sleep. Look, I'll ring her. I'll let her know you're okay.
You're a real mate, Stevie. A real mate.
Now, look, I've got to go to the shop to make this call, so don't you go walkabout on me, okay?
No more shop. All gone.
The shop across the street, the diner.
Not there now. No more shop. Old bag. She was asking for it anyway. Oh. One little match. Whoosh! No more shop. Green and gold and red. All them flames. And Dodge did it. All by himself.
Oh, wake the dead. How you feeling?
Oh.
That good, eh? Do you remember much?
Nothing.
Well, someone dropped you off about midnight. I brought you down here to sleep it off.
Oh, thanks, mate. I wasn't too loud or nothing.
No, not at all. Just raved on for a bit, then dozed off.
You're making a fashion statement.
No, it's a new job. Was told not to look too good, that's all. What do you reckon?
Yeah, well, you look pretty slobby.
Hey, look, you don't look too crash-out yourself, Dodge.
Thanks, mate. God, I must have been a mess last night.
Yeah, you were.
What was I saying?
Oh, all sorts of weird stuff. Didn't make sense, most of it. Like when I tried to go to the shop to ring the caravan park, you said I couldn't because you burnt the shop down. Oh, it was just a lot of nonsense.
If something had happened, he would have phoned, surely.
Well, he'll be okay.
Well, but what if he isn't? Maybe I should call Bob Barnett.
Hi, sorry.
Oh, thank
I told
heavens.
you. Look, I better get ready for school.
Hey, wait a minute. I've been up half the night worrying about you. You said you'd be home by 11. It's 8:45 in the morning. Now, where were you and why didn't you phone?
I know. I had a couple of drinks with a mate up.
Drinks?
Yeah, look, just a couple. Except we found out my mate had left his lights on and we had to walk back to his place. Look, I should have called. I know. No, I will next time, I promise. It was just, by the time I got back to his place, it was 12:30 and, well, I just crashed. Look, I better get ready for school. It won't happen again, I promise. Of course that isn't what really happened. I mean, I couldn't tell her what really happened. Well, what did happen? Well, if you really want to know, we met a couple of girls. And? And? What do you mean, and? What have I got to do, spell it out for you? We got two facts here, right? Number one, we met a couple of girls. And number two, I didn't make it home till morning. Think about it, Steve-O.
And here was I thinking that with time away, you and Dodge were finally developing some sort of rapport.
He walked in this morning, just said I'm sorry, and then trotted off to school. He does what he likes. Doesn't matter what I say. I could talk forever and it wouldn't change a thing. I just think I'm getting through to him.
Pippa, from the moment he arrived, he has stolen, he's lied, he's shoplifted. He just doesn't care. And when somebody doesn't care
But
about
surely anyone can change. If you show them how, if you give them a chance.
Not if they don't want to.
Oi, Steve-O, lend us a couple of bucks.
What for?
Well, I didn't have time to make lunch, did I? So I'm going to have to buy something.
Oh, g'day. You recovered yet?
Oh, yeah.
You should have seen this guy last night, Steve, out of control.
Were you down there too?
What?
At the concert?
Go on, mate, let's
Oh, no,
split.
no, I was at the jetty. Someone dropped him off at about midnight, off his nut. Raving on about all sorts of stuff, weren't you, mate?
Hey, cool it, will you?
Met some girls, eh?
Look, it's lunchtime, all right? I've already had 3 detentions. Let's not hang around so I get another. Get you around.
I mean, what is it with you, mate, anyway? Last night I bring him in and give him a bed, and in return he tries to land a hot video on me. A top bloke.
Yeah, I know.
Well, why'd he do it?
Well, I don't know. Did you make him mad, have an argument or something?
No, I didn't do anything. No, I don't know what his problem is, unless he likes being a jerk for the hell of it.
Well, I know he's not the nicest bloke that ever lived, but... Well, he wouldn't do something like that unless there was a reason.
Well, what is it then?
What exactly happened last night?
Do you want to hear all of it?
Yeah.
So then I thought I'd give you guys a call, but he wouldn't give me a number. He kept on saying that I couldn't use the phone in the shop because he'd burnt the shop down. I don't know what the hell that meant. But, yeah, I tried pointing out to him that the shop was right there across the road, but he was adamant.
Does he know he said that?
Sure, I told him this morning. So I've got to...
Steve, mate, they're gonna call the cops. I gotta find a car. What's up? I was just talking to Adam.
Knight, get back here! Knight!
Keep going? Let's just go back, all right? Not yet. But you got it wrong. I didn't do it. I was just raving. It didn't mean nothing. All right. I burnt down the shop. You killed Phil. I thought it was empty. Fair dinkum. You gotta believe me, I didn't know he was there. I don't want to fight you. Don't you? What are you going to do, belt me up? Well, what's that going to prove? Hey, Stephen!
Do it. Can you believe that? I knew what he'd done. I had him. I chickened out. I want that moment again. I want to take that piece of garbage apart. I'll find a way. I mean, what sort of a wimp was I? There he was, right there, and I didn't even lay a damn finger on him.
It's not necessarily a sign of weakness, Steve.
Isn't it? How else do you explain it?
Well, for a start, despite what you found out, he was still a good friend. Wasn't he? I mean, you spent a lot of time together, didn't you?
Yeah.
What, you didn't want to?
No. Wasn't that.
Well,
In fact, after
after what?
After Phil died,
Yeah.
well, things seemed different. Can I have coffee?
Yeah, sure. Just put one on. When you say different, what sort of things?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it didn't seem as if trying to live a good life, so to speak, was really worth it. I kept on thinking about Mum and Dad, what they were like, and Phil. I mean, they're all good people, right? Look what happened to them. Where did it get them? What was the point of it all? And then Dodge arrived. Well, he just lived, good and bad, right and wrong. None of it meant much to him.
Neither did other people, by the sound of things.
Nah, he just did things for the hell of it. It was fun, too.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Look what happened to him.
Yeah, I know. Be interesting to see if he can talk his way out of this one, won't it?
So, you're Brian Knight, eh? Brian Knight. I don't think we've met before, have we? Well, son, I don't think you're going to like me. Because you are in more trouble than a heifer on its way to the abattoir. In fact, I don't think you realise just how bad your situation is. Son, not even Houdini could get out of the mess that you're in.
Look, I didn't burn down that stupid shop.
Then why did you tell Adam Cameron that you did?
I was off my face then. I say all sorts of things when I'm off my face. It don't mean nothing. Look, when the shop went up, I was 100 miles away. Why don't you look it up in your reports and stuff? I got asked about all this months ago.
We know.
Yeah, well, look it up in your flaming report then. It'll tell you. I was nowhere near Summer Bay that night. Me and a mate sat up all night.
Oh, that's right, your mate. Larry. Tell me, Brian, do you know where Larry Endine is these days? He's in Grafton Jail. Maximum security. For pulling a bank job on that same night. That very night that you and he were allegedly playing cards together. The night the shop burned down. You wouldn't read about it, would you? Anyway, let's move on. We'd also like to have a chat with you about shoplifting, stealing cars, attempting to mislead police.
Hey?
Simon Yates. You and Steve made it look like he'd burned down the shop, remember?
No, I didn't do that.
You didn't?
No way. That was all Steve. All that stuff was. I mean, he nicked the cars too and stole the gear.
Oh, he nicked the cars.
Yeah, Well, I mean, I was with him, sure, but I didn't want to have any part of it. That was all Steve.
He says it was all you.
Yeah, well, he would, wouldn't he? Face it, guys. All you've got in me is the stolen video.
You think so, huh? All right, Brian. Now it's time we started getting serious. Let's go right back and start with an easy one. What's your name?
What?
Your name, what is it?
Brian Knight.
Your background?
What do you mean?
Now, who's your mum? Who's your dad? Why you left home? You don't have to go into detail. Just give me a broad outline.
Haven't you got my welfare file? Why don't you just read it? It's all in there.
Tell me your background.
Okay. Dad walked out when I was about 1 or something. Mum hit the bottle and had 1 million boyfriends. None of them have ever lasted long. When I was about 9, one of them thought I'd pinched his wallet. He went for me like I was some sort of punching bag, and bang, I'm in hospital. When I get out, Mum says, "Serves you right, you little thief," and I thought, stuff this, and walked. That's about it, I guess.
It's good. It's exactly what it says in here.
Told you.
It's not true, is it?
I'm Brian Knight. What else can I say?
Son, if I were you, I would say a prayer. Because 3 years ago, I actually busted Brian Knight, the real Brian Knight, so I know. I know for an absolute fact that you're not him. Oh, that's his background. But you're not him. You want to know something else? Your real name is Brian Roger Forbes. Your dad's an accountant, your mum holds Tupperware parties.
No.
You're just a thug, kid. In fact, you're the sort of scum whose guts I'd like to fry up and feed to the birds. Because you didn't have a deprived upbringing. You're not some street kid who had to be tough or die. You have none of those excuses. You're just a thug. How's that? In case you're wondering, your father's just identified you.
How?
So if you think all we've got on you is one stolen video, you'd better think again. Okay. Now that we've got to the truth, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Brian. I'm going to charge you with murder.
Murder?
Murder.
But you can't. I didn't know he was in there, honest to God. I didn't want to kill anybody. I just wanted to get the old bag. No, I mean, I...
Congratulations, son. You just convicted yourself. Take him down and charge him.
The police called earlier. Dodger's real name, his real name, was Brian Forbes, not Brian Knight.
Brian Forbes. So, everything was a lie.
Yes.
I think I might stay up for a while, do some schoolwork. Got an essay on Hamlet to do.
Can I help?
No.
You sure?
No, it'll be fine. I'll see you in the morning.